Alright guys, welcome back. We're back in the comic book room slash my home office here, and as you can see right now it's just sort of a mess right now. We got things everywhere. I still haven't put away all the new comics that I opened up for you guys in recent videos, so I need to do that really soon, but I want to go over all the stuff I got for Free Comic Book Day today. Most of them weren't free, but picked up a bunch of stuff while I was out. I thought I had shown you guys everything, but I don't remember if I showed you guys this stuff. I got this from Florida. We visited Florida in April, went to Miami Beach, Key West, and I was able to stop by a couple of comic book shops in Miami. I don't remember which ones they were. I'll put it up on the screen if I could find the footage, but just got two different stores here that I picked up stuff at. One of them, this place. This store was really disorganized. It was really just overly packed and things were everywhere. And the guy seemed to know where everything was, but I just kind of felt like I was not really looking for comics at the moment and just wasn't in the mood to dig through a bunch of stuff. But I did find some Turtle stuff. So I got 4 Turtles issues that I don't think I got yet. TMNT 79. So these were kind of high. They were like $4. Also got TMNT 78. TMNT 90 cover B. And TMNT 87 cover B as well. So that was cool. And then we went to some other place. Again, I forgot which one it was, but they didn't really have much that I was looking for. A lot of stuff was really overpriced there, but my wife did find 3 comics that she's been looking for. I think it only has 3 issues, and it's Somna. So these are all issues 1, 2, and 3. This is a cover A, this main cover. This one is number 2. She's been really looking for this one. Not sure what it's about really. This one's issue 3. Looks like this is a B cover on this one. But yeah, that's just stuff that I picked up in Florida in April. And by the way, sorry I'm not really in the video today, guys. I'm fighting off some allergies, so my face looks terrible right now. So that's why we kind of did sort of like a more chill type of vlog, just kind of show you guys the different stores I visited today. Alright, so let's just kind of crack this box open, put all the comics in one of these Storefolio, I think that's what it's called, Storefolio little boxes. These are great when you go get new comics because a lot of times they don't have them in bags and boards, and this just kind of protects them while you bring them home. But yeah, I like bringing this when I go pick up some comics. So this is stuff right here that I got from the first place, which was actually Keith's Comics in North Dallas. So first of all, looks like some of these my wife got. So I think they are these here. And some of these are older ones. I forget which ones were the older ones, but they had a bunch from last year. You could get 5 of them from last year and 3 of them from this year. So I want to say these, if I had to guess, 1, 2, yeah, so these are from last year. It looks like The Worlds of James Tynion, the 4th. Oh yeah, 2024. So she got that. I'm pretty sure she probably got this last year. I don't know. She also got Initial D. Clementine. This one's actually pretty thick for a free comic. But yeah, I think this one was from last year. And actually these, I'm not sure if these are from this year. I really don't know. But Street Fighter versus rival schools. That's really interesting. This actually looks kind of cool. I might check this one out. Archie's Comic Spectacular. This one is from this year. Okay. And then Kagurabachi. I think this is from this year. So that's kind of interesting too. So those are the ones that she picked up. The ones that I got Speed Racer number 0. This one looks interesting. Anytime it has to do with cars, I'm into it. Looks like you got a GTR back there. And what is that? I can't tell. But yeah, that's Speed Racer number 0. Haven't really read or watched much Speed Racer, so this is just kind of something I'm really unfamiliar with. Give it a try and see how it is. I think that's really the point of Free Comic Book Days. You're just able to try a bunch of different things and see what interests you, and hopefully they'll get you to buy the actual comics. This one is Power Rangers Prime. And VR Troopers. That's cool. So I heard about this Power Rangers Prime. I'm not really sure if this is just is this kind of like the absolute world for DC, kind of like just a reimagining, or is it like a reboot? I am not sure. That's cool. And then I also got 2000 AD. I've never read any of this stuff. I know this is where Judge Dredd comes from, but and there's a bunch of other stuff from these magazines, but I've never read the 2000 AD stuff. They don't carry them at comic shops that I go to. You just have to get them on online or something. That's 2000 AD. And then I also just got some other stuff that I just decided to buy, just kind of looking through what they had. And got Juvenile number 2. This one, I picked this up number 1 right before we went on vacation to Florida. And I also brought a bunch of comics when we went to Florida. And actually that was cool because I got to do a lot of reading while I was there. But I read the first issue, and I didn't buy the other issues because I wanted to see if I liked it, and I did. We both read it, so I got number 2. We're going to read that and see how that is. Also got Batman 306. This one is $3, and it's not in great shape, but, I'm not getting these to, grade or make money on or anything like that. Just fill in some Batman stuff. This is really cool. I don't remember what's my oldest Batman, but this is pretty old. Most of my Batman issues only go back to the 400s. I might have some before the 400s, but yeah, 306. Also got Godzilla versus Los Angeles. This one is kind of a lot, $7.99, just a one shot, but it's a thicker issue. And I think I just got it because I also got the Godzilla vs. Chicago one, and I thought it was really cool, so just wanted to get something like this. Wonder if they're gonna do all the different cities. I haven't really looked into it, but I think the premise is really cool. And then I also picked up Wolverine #2. Just kind of been on the fence with continuing to pick up Wolverine after the reboot, but I just decided to get #2. I have #1, I have #5, and I think I have like 8. So just decided to pick up #2. Yeah, so all that stuff. Oh, and I forgot to mention there's also this. Didn't really take a look at it, but it said Planet of the Apes. He was giving away just like a bunch of posters. So let me take a look at this poster here. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I really enjoyed some of the Planet of the Apes comics from Marvel recently. And I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan. Really looking forward to that next movie coming out. Next pile here I got from Titan Comics, which is where I normally get my new comics. And just show you the free stuff I got first. So first up, I got Fish Flies. At this point, I didn't really know what to get. I was just trying to get stuff that looked interesting, and just see if it piques my interest. This one looked kind of interesting. The art looked kind of unique, and I enjoy just reading through some of these. Just kind of get a teaser for some of the stuff that they are writing. This is Jeff Lemire. This looks funny. And then got Big Rig. This is Post Malone's comic. I haven't heard of this. I really don't know anything about this one. But it just kind of looked unhinged and just interesting because, it's with a big truck. But I guess I'm not sure, are they undead or what's going on? But that looks pretty cool. Demon hordes plague Europe as hell invades Earth. Okay, looks interesting. And then lastly, I picked up The Phantom. This one, I don't really know. I just kind of like the art. That's really why I got it. And this looked like a fun read. You'll notice I didn't get any like DC stuff in any of my free comics here. I think I picked up a couple DC titles on a free comic book day in my DCBS order, so should get that. And also I think I picked up the Energon in my DCBS order as well. So that's why those ones that you think I'd be interested in based on like what I usually show on my channel just got in DCBS, so just picked up some random stuff from these LCSs. So next up, I also, another filler, just got Wolverine #4. I wanted to get #3, but like the spine was all messed up. Not that I really care too much, but if I'm gonna get it, might as well just get it in good shape since it's still pretty new. It'll be easy to find it. And then Batman Superman World's Finest Annual #1. So this is part of the crossover. And this just looks super interesting already so far. It's a lot of classic villains. But yeah, that's Batman Superman World's Finest Annual. And those are really just the two like newer comics that I picked up while I was at this store, because I just recently did a haul, picked up most of my new stuff. Outside they had a little like event. Actually, one more thing I forgot. My wife found this. Actually, this is from sorry guys, I'm just like got everything everywhere. This is actually from, I think, Keith's. This is just a book that she found interesting, with kind of like horror themed, and it was 75% off, so she was really interested in this. Looks really creepy. I don't know if I'll read this one. But yeah, this is $22, so I guess it was like $5, $6. So that was actually from Keith's. Kind of have everything mixed up here. But yeah, outside of Titan, they had a little event. So I ended up just looking at the different booths, and one of them, they had Jonathan Miller. He was there. I guess he does some art. He's local to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He had this incentive cover. I've seen this at Titan a couple times and just never really thought about it, because for this series I've just been grabbing all the cover A's and enjoying those. Not really too interested in all the like variant covers or anything like that for the Saturday morning adventures. But you know, he was there, local. He said he would sign it for $5. I just picked this up. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was cool that they were doing like an event outside as well, just kind of promoting Free Comic Book Day. It was super crowded there. I don't normally come there on Saturdays, so I think usually it can get a little bit crowded on a Saturday. But when I'm going to pick up my comics, I'm usually doing it like a Wednesday after work, right before they close, and it's never really too busy. It's only like a couple people in there usually. But it was packed. There was tons of people. They had tables outside. They were selling various different things. So decided to pick this up, and also he gave me one of these for some projects he's working on. He said he didn't really have a lot of information for me, but that it would be pretty soon. So got that here, and that is pretty dope. I actually kind of like that art. It's real neat. So that was cool that he gave that to me. Alright, that's pretty much it for that haul. Decided to go to Half Price Books in Dallas, the flagship location, and just kind of look around. And you know, there was some really interesting omnibus and a couple collected editions, and there was a lot of comics to flip through, but I didn't really get much while I was there. I was just kind of burnt for the day, just kind of out and about, but just got 4 issues there. I got Action Comics 804. There was a whole bunch of issues there. If you guys haven't been to Half Price Books in Dallas, they have a huge comic book selection. Kind of sucks that they went to $2 an issue on everything now, but I did have a 10% off coupon, so I was like, I'm gonna pick up like some stuff while I'm there. But yeah, there's Action Comics 804, Holy Roller number 6. I hope I don't got this one, because I was looking at my list of comics that I have and I didn't see this one. But I hope I didn't miss it, because I have like most of these, but I was missing number 6 according to my list. And then Action Comics 724. This again, just another run filler. And Batman 703. Once again, just grabbed a couple things. I also grabbed like a bunch of CDs. I'm not going to show you guys all that, because really not related to comics, but I love going to that Half Price Books. They just got so much stuff at that store. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys liked a little bit of the store view and the haul. If you guys are interested in any more comic book content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.